Hello everyone, my name is Ali Hashfraj. I'm responsible for the machine automation business at Schneider Electric. Thank you very much for joining us today to discuss about a very important topic of agility and flexibility of manufacturing in those critical times. Today we will explore together how EcoStruxure Machine can help machine builders to be more efficient, more agile along the whole life cycle of the machine. To discuss this, I'm very pleased to have a guest with me today, Bart van Quickelberghe from Automotion. Automotion is our partner and center of excellence for machine automations in Belgium and in the Netherlands. And Bart has more than 20 years of expertise in the field of automation engineering, motion control, and robotic solutions. Welcome, Bart, and thank you for joining us. Before we start our discussion, let me try to set the stage and see where we are. We have seen all together during the pandemic how the market dynamics has changed dramatically. Consumer behaviors have changed, the ability of manufacturers to deliver their goods to the market have been disrupted, and that made it very clear that manufacturers need more than ever before to be more agile in their operations, to win more visibility on their processes, and to gain more data demand intelligence to be able to react in a better way and faster way to the changes in the market, and at the same time protect their profit. Now the question is, what can OEMs do to support this? And the answer is that OEMs and machine builders need to deliver machines which are smart. That means which are sustainable and efficient, which are open and connected, and which are safer, reliable, and more secure. This is going not only to make it possible to provide added value to the end users and to the manufacturers, but also it will make it possible for machine builders to create new revenue streams and tap into new business potentials. And the good news is that this is possible today. This is possible thanks to the ongoing digital transformation, which is moving forward at a breakneck speed with innovations in many areas, making it possible today to master this transformation. And I can mention here cloud services, connectivity, mobile services, and analytics. So having all those technologies mature today and affordable make it possible to master the digital transformation. And we at Schneider Electric, we have put all our portfolio and structured it along a very consistent architecture in an IoT-ready platform, which we call EcoStruxure Machine. And EcoStruxure Machine consists of three very clear layers. The first layer consists of connected products, there where you find all what you need to equip a machine, from a simple sensor to a sophisticated servo drive or a complete robot. And then we have the edge control layer, which consists of a very scalable and rich layer of edge control, which enables the control of the mission critical processes in the machine or in the factory. And then the third layer consists of software application and digital services, enabling to deliver digital services and provide value through connectivity, through big data and analytics. So deploying this concept along the whole life cycle of the machine provides huge potential for efficiency. So if we consider the phase of design and engineering with automation engineering tools and with virtual simulations, we are able to shorten the time to market up to 30%. In the phase of commissioning and operation, thanks to deploying augmented reality technologies, virtual commissioning, and an easy integration into the IT landscape, the startup time can be reduced up to 40%. And during the maintenance and service time, with connectivity, secure remote access, and deployment of digital services, the troubleshooting time and downtime of machines can be reduced up to 50%. So huge potential for efficiency, for being more agile and flexible during the whole life of the machine when we apply EcoStruxure machine. Let's hear live from Bart how EcoStruxure machine is helping customers in their concrete projects to be more agile and flexible. So Bart, we know that the phase of design and engineering is very important for our machine builders to be very fast in delivering their machines. So can you share how are you supporting them with EcoStruxure machine to shorten their time to market?
Yes, of course, Ali. Well, first of all, as competence center for Schneider Electric towards the OEM market, we play a very strong role of co-creation towards the OEM's machines in the full life cycle of their machines. And this means it starts in the design phase of the new project with the goal to set up a new project in a way that the machine will be smart and IoT ready from the very start of the project. What we basically do is we add our particular software and our dedicated know-how and added value on top of your standard platform, and we fully rely on EcoStruxure machine platform from Schneider Electric to do so. How can you see these tools? Well, basically we are, for example, able to deliver full simulation tools, allowing the machine builder to virtualize his machine. First of all, this enables the fact that you can generate proof of concepts, but this is also a way to optimize and to secure and to prove that the machine will be reliable, stable, and performant enough, even in a virtual way, without having the real machine already constructed. If you combine the tools allowing to do so with the fact that we can secure and we can grant a high level of service to the OEM machine builders by generating accessibility in a very easy and flexible way at any time, you can imagine that this is a huge jump and a huge gain of efficiency during the design phase of the new machines and the new applications.
Sounds very good. So now when the machine is delivered, it needs to be commissioned, it needs to be integrated into the operation. Can you explain how are you supporting your customers with EcoStruxure machine to be more efficient in this startup time?
If we go into the commissioning and the design phase, first of all, it is very important that you have a level of support which is based today on digitization and data. That is why we supply tools to capture basically any kind of machine data, any kind of machine event, any kind of machine state, and we store all of that data on a local EdgeBox IPC from Schneider Electric. All the machine data which is gathered is fully synchronized with multi-camera systems. Now, this approach basically allows the OEM during the startup or the end user during the operations to restart the machine immediately after any incident. Because of having all the data from the machine with the cameras available on premise, a detailed analysis on the incident can always be done afterwards and does not have to be done when the machine is at standstill. Now, this kind of approach is completely different than what you see today in the market. Now, if you combine all of that with remote accessibility, which we do today with Secure Connect Advisor, a software tool from Schneider Electric, you can imagine that you are supplying a nice platform, a platform of great added value to the OEMs in order to help them to optimize all the startup time and to grant to the end user a maximum uptime once the machine is running.
Very good. Sounds very reasonable and also very helpful in times of lockdown and in times of social distance. Now, once the machine is up and running, is commissioned, it's running in operation, what are you doing to support with EcoStruxure Machine your customers to ensure the availability of their machines and reducing the downtime?
Well, we just spoke about having big data and camera and so on available on premise, which is important during the design and the commissioning of the machine and the startup. Once the machine is up and running, it is mandatory to have the production parameters and the process parameters immediately accessible and available at any time and for anyone, which means that we enter the world of cloud. That is also why we will connect, monitor, and track any machine into the cloud environment from Schneider Electric, which is called Machine Advisor. And here, basically, we can give an immediate insight to the OEM and the end user on how the machines are running as we speak. Basically, it comes down to this, that we shrink down all the big data, which we talked about on premise, into relevant data. We push them to the cloud and we show them in very flexible, adaptable widgets. Now, having this dashboards and widgets available in the cloud is basically added value for the OEM because he can give an insight based on that widget immediately to the end user. On top of that, all the data stored in the cloud can be easily analyzed, which is again enabling extra digital services, for example, paving the way towards predictive maintenance, for example. All of these features are embedded in the Machine Advisor platform. That is why we truly are convinced that the usage of Machine Advisor is not only a gain of efficiency for the OEM, but as well for the end user.
Sounds very good. And we have covered now many aspects of technology when we talk about digitization and value for the customer. But there is another aspect which is also very important, which is about creating new business models around digital services. Can you share some thoughts about this?
Yes, Ali, what we clearly notice is the fact that you have an immediate insight on the process and on the production and on the state of the machinery is clearly a value which could be monetized by the OEM by leveraging his knowledge and his way of reactivity and flexibility towards the end user. And based on that, new business models and new digital services can be created. What we offer together is, first of all, having a complete database of machine data combined with camera images on premise. We have a cloud solution with analytics and data which is constantly available through dashboarding. We offer a complete portfolio of co-creation tools, and we offer a solution to create an end-to-end value proposition from the OEM to the end user. Now, if you combine all of that, I think we already have a nice portfolio into the direction to generate new business models. In parallel, it is obvious and it is very crucial that we guide our OEMs and that we show them how they can use all of our standard tools and platforms to generate the business models which is aligned with their own strategy and their own vision.
Well, it sounds very promising. Thank you very much, Bart, for sharing those very valuable insights. I captured 4 takeaways out of our discussions. First, digital transformation is key for more agility and flexibility in manufacturing. Second, applying digital transformation along the whole life cycle of the machine opens huge potentials for efficiency gains. The third one is that deploying digital services like EcoStruxure Machine Advisor opens a new way to track, monitor, and fix machines, but also to generate new business models and new revenue streams. And last but not least, this digital transformation can be mastered in the best way when we have a strong collaboration throughout all stakeholders, throughout all the value chain, from end users, customers, OEMs, machine builders, machine integrators, automation competence centers, and automation suppliers.
Thank you very much, Bart and Ali, for this very valuable and a deep insight into the collaboration. You made it very clear that digitization is key for machine builders to increase agility and flexibility. I'm Nino Guidetti, OEM Go-to-Market VP in Schneider Electric, and I'm pleased to share with you now some powerful customer testimonials and how our partnership has helped them to make their machines and business more sustainable and resilient with digital. First, let's discover how Singapore plastics manufacturer Sangwa Group deployed EcoStruxure solutions to digitize and automate their factories and achieved 0 defective parts per million.
Digitalization will allow our team to learn the new technology, understand the communication between human to machine, between human to human, and achieve the smart manufacturing target. My name is Ricky So, the CEO of the Sanhua Group. We established in 1977 and remain committed to the manufacturing of high-quality products. Our goal was always to achieve and maintain a 0 ppm in defect to our customer. Automated machines has replaced a labor-intensive production line, at least doubling our production output in the same amount of time. Each cell also reduced the workers' headcount by 50%. Through training classes, our dedicated workers have broadened their skill set for more predictive quality concept, supervisory and data monitoring roles. We are grateful to work with Schneider Electric. Our working relationship has deepened as we in turn engage their EcoStruxure solution in energy management system. The EcoStruxure Machine Advisor is a cloud solution base which provides us with multi-site machine and production data. The EcoStruxure Augmented Operator Advisor also allows our operators to access accurate and reliable data in real time. Both products are implemented with a PowerTech, which provides us with a breakdown of electrical consumption per factory cell to further reduce the cost per unit of output. It also allows us to deep dive into the accumulated data for analysis. Digitalization is the only way to enable us to sustain. It is not easy, but as long as you have a plan, persistence and will, you will be able to do it successfully.
In the competitive packaging market, SOMIC, an innovative machine builder, sought to reduce costs and time to react to customer requirements, as well as improve its service business. Let's see how EcoStruxure Machine Solutions helped SOMIC deliver smart, high-performance packaging systems that provide twice the output with half the footprint.
Mein Vater war schon jeher sehr technikbegeistert und gleichzeitig hat er die Gabe, nach vorne in die Zukunft zu sehen. Mein Name ist Patrick Bonitzmüller und ich bin der Geschäftsführer der SOMIC-Gruppe. Die Firma SOMIC stellt Endverpackungsmaschinen her, die bereits vorverpackte Produkte in einen Umkarton verpackt. Unsere Kunden sind meistens Hersteller der Lebensmittelindustrie, Petfood sowie Pharmazie und Healthcare. Für uns ist die Zuverlässigkeit deswegen wichtig, weil für unseren Kunden die Produktionssicherheit und eine hohe Maschinenverfügbarkeit zählt. Und da kann er auf einen hohen Wirkungsgrad bei SOMIC-Maschinen bauen. Schneider Electric EcoStruxure mit seinen Produkten wie Augmented Operator Advisor, PackDrive LMC Pro und die Servodrives ermöglichte für uns, unsere Maschinen, die maximale Performance zu erzielen. Unsere Vorteile sind ganz klar der kleine Footprint bei höchster Leistungsfähigkeit. Lassen Sie mich das an einem Beispiel unserer letzten Entwicklung einer Kapselmaschine festmachen. Hier hat uns Schneider besonders mit dem EcoStruxure insofern weitergeholfen, dass wir den Output quasi verdoppeln konnten. So konnten wir 1400 Kaffeekapseln pro Minute bzw. pro Format sind das 140 Einzelkartons verarbeiten. Hierbei gilt es, Datenmengen und Datentransfers zu handeln und kompakte Technik zu liefern. Für die Zukunft müssen unsere Maschinen leistungsfähig und flexibel sein. Hier benötigen wir einen Partner wie Schneider Electric, der uns mit der notwendigen Systemunterstützung dient.
Do you know that remote monitoring can strongly help to maximize profitability? Let's discover how. By digitizing its roasting machines with EcoStruxure, Berto Coffee cuts maintenance time by up to 50%.
Menurut saya, kopi itu memiliki karakter yang kuat dan kaya akan rasa yang berbeda, tergantung jenis dan cara pengolahannya. Saya, Marcel Patilaya, General Manager Berto Coffee Roaster. Indonesia merupakan salah satu penghasil kopi terbesar di dunia, dan saat ini industri kopi sedang meningkat pesat. Berto telah berdiri sejak tahun 1984. Kami menjadi leader di bisnis food processing sejak tahun 90-an. Hingga saat ini, kami fokus untuk memproduksi mesin roasting kopi. Dalam perkembangannya, kami mengubah produk konvensional dengan menambahkan teknologi otomasi. Lalu, untuk memudahkan operator menyangrai biji kopi dengan hasil yang konsisten, kami memasang programmable logic control Modicon M221, Human Machine Interface Majelis GXU Series, dan Variable Speed Drive. Kami juga menambahkan EcoStruxure mesin SCADA, yang dapat memonitor produktivitas mesin secara real-time. Dan EcoStruxure mesin Advisor memudahkan kami memonitor mesin-mesin dari jarak jauh dengan kontrol berbasis cloud. Untuk menjaga produktivitas mesin, kami menggunakan EcoStruxure Augmented Operator Advisor yang bisa memberikan real-time data untuk mengetahui status mesin, mampu mengurangi waktu maintenance hingga 50%, dan bisa langsung mendeteksi gangguan untuk mengurangi downtime. EcoStruxure Augmented Operator Advisor memiliki banyak fitur yang memudahkan operator melihat bagian yang tersembunyi secara virtual dan mengakses beragam format dokumen. Untuk itulah, kami bekerja sama dengan Schneider Electric karena memberikan solusi yang lengkap dan terintegrasi. Dengan semua keunggulan ini, kami berharap industri kopi terus berkembang dan penikmat kopi bisa mendapatkan kualitas kopi yang terbaik.
This is the end of the session. I would really like to thank all of you for your attention. I would like as well to thank a lot our customers for having shared with us their digital transformation experience and its impact on their machines and their business. Leveraging our expertise in advanced automation and digitization, we want to be your technological partners to make the machine manufacturing industry more sustainable and resilient with digital. Let's move forward together. Thanks again.